So you had, I mean, I guess it was kind of public breakup with SNL afterwards. You said that, you weren't so happy with how it all ended. Have you repaired that at all, or you
Did
just
I say I wasn't happy with how it all ended?
I saw an article that says Jay Farrow disses Saturday Night Live after firing.
Yeah. And that's where I'm gonna correct you right now.
Okay.
Because those people that put out that article,
Okay.
which is clickbait. The headline is clickbait. I didn't say anything in that thing like, oh, it was, I diss. I did not diss anybody. What I said, and I will say it again, I'll reiterate what I said. At a certain point, you can be put in a box for doing one thing.
Mm-hmm.
when you might be multi-talented and you might not get a chance to show those other talents just because you've already been typecast or put in a box. Hollywood does that. Everybody does it in Hollywood. They take what they think you are and they try to perpetuate that, but you might not be that. There might be so much more to you and you're not getting a chance to show those skills. That's all I was saying.
That's not even close to a diss. Yeah, that's not even close to a diss. So we're going to fix that headline because that happens to everyone at SNL too, or a lot of people at SNL. You see the same characters over and over. You're this guy, you're that guy. All right, so we're going to fix that headline. Fuck Variety for saying that. You were wrong.
Except
Jay Farrow doesn't diss him.
You do understand we have to get our clicks in too. So Jake, when you write up this interview for the blog, put Jay Farrow disses SNL on Part of My Take, and then in the body we'll correct it. We'll make sure that people know.
Listen, the real reason I asked, Jay, is because I was hoping that you were like, yeah, it didn't end great, and then you could get to be such a big star that you then go back to host, and then you intentionally bomb just to fuck them over. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Why would I do that?
For fun. Just to be like, haha, fuck you guys.
F you. All right, Lauren. All right, Lauren. I can't read. I'm sorry. Oh, we going on live? I can't read. I'm sorry. I can't see the lines of the sketches. Oh, I missed another joke.
All right, so we corrected.
He would be so pissed.
Yes. So, all right, so that dream is dead. So we corrected it. Who's your favorite person to work with at SNL?
Cast wise or host wise?
Why don't you both?
All right, cast wise, it was me, Bobby Moynihan, love him, Taron Killam, Vanessa, me and Pete work with each other sometimes. Loved working with Keenan. A lot of the other players, I mean, everybody was dope to work with, but the people I was closest to on that show had to be Bobby, Taron, and Vanessa.
Okay.
Because I came in with that class.
Yeah.
Everybody else was newer. As far as the host, I would say Drake, but he's not my number one. Kerry Washington is my number one host to work with.
Okay.
I believe that episode that we did, there was definite we broke some barriers and broke some records that episode, and what does my girl say? I wrote that episode, and it was just she was good. She knew her timing was great. I would say Kerry Washington and then Drake. The Drake episodes were fun, and then Josh Brolin was fun too for me to work with when he came on the show.
Was it? I was just gonna say, was it weird when you started working there and you immediately obviously took over doing the Obama impressions from Fred Armisen? Was that weird, being like, hey, why have you been doing Obama impressions?
Well, can you say it's weird? Can you say it's weird when I was on the cast for 2 years and I didn't even get to play Obama until 2012 because Fred Armisen was still playing him in 2010.
Oh, so, this is the juicy headline.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Jay Farrow was mad that he didn't get to play Obama for 2 years.
Right. No, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't weird because they took their time with it. They didn't do it immediately. The show, and rightfully so. Like Fred Armisen he's super talented, and it could have been anything for their apprehension. It could have been It could have been, oh, he hasn't been in front of the camera that much. It could have been anything.
Right.
But I think things happen when they were supposed to happen. Now, I tell you, I wish I was able to have more freedom with the Obama character when I was on the show, because I just that impression was something that they kind of locked down, and you know, there was no room for kind of taking it and characterizing it. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I had a character called Shock Obama back in 2010, before Jordan Peele and Michael Keegan came out with the Anger Translator, and I had brought it to SNL, and they didn't want to. They were like, "Well, how is that different from the Rock Obama?" And I said, "It's mad different from the Rock Obama. First of all, the Rock's not playing Obama. Second of all, it would be just like it's his subconscious. It's Barack's subconscious.
Yeah.
Everything he can't say. The Rock Obama is just throwing people around. It's totally different. It's not the same thing." And we never got a chance to put that on the show. And Key and Peele came out with the Anger Translator, and they got Emmy off of it. So I wish I was able to have more freedom with that character from the beginning to take it to where I wanted to take it. And, you know, and maybe I couldn't articulate it well enough. I don't know. I was 22, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got that show when I was 22.
Right. How does that work? Are there like, speaking outside of the SNL environment, are there turf wars over like which impressions you can do? And then like if somebody else starts doing an impression that you're known for, you got beef with that guy?
You mean you're talking about on the show, right?
No, outside of SNL. Just like in comedy in general.
Look, there are a few people, I wouldn't even say a few people. There are some folks out there who view being an impression as a competition type thing. Like, I gotta compete with yo, man. I do this, why you do it? I'm not that person. I don't give two shits if you do a Denzel Washington impression, or if you do a Cat Williams impression, or if you do a Jay-Z impression. Because first of all, I know that my skill set is so elevated that you're not going to be able to touch it. Second of all, even if you do one better than me, I still have like 200 other ones. So it's not, I don't feel ownership to any of my impressions because I'm more than that. I'm an actor, a comedian, and a rapper who can do impressions.
Mm-hmm.
And from that narrative and from that aspect and that regard, you as an artist will not take any money away from me if you do the same thing, because I have my fan base and I know my skill set. I'm confident in myself, and and there's no point for me to go back and forth with you unless we're on Instagram Live and I'm with my friends and we just having fun and we going back and forth with impressions, because I've done that. We've done that, but there's no animosity with it. There's not like, man, you do Denzel, I do Denzel. It ain't none of that shit. And for people who think like that, those people have probably still been in the same position for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about if someone comes along and does a Jay Pharaoh impression doing a Barack Obama impression? Now we got a problem.
I mean, that's called impression inception, and also can be called a triple entendre. But but either way, I hope that happens one day. I hope there's somebody who's able to do an impression of me. Matter of fact, no, there's already that. There's already people who do impressions of me doing impressions, and they have literally told me this. You can watch the video for. Like, Denzel Washington doesn't say all right, okay 2 million times. That is something that I took and exaggerated, and now everybody for a Denzel template is all right, okay, my man, my N-word, and do the face. I wrote the blueprint. We wrote the blueprint.
I think when I do Denzel, I think I am doing an impression of you doing. Now that I think about it, I just say, come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. That's just just over and over again. But I'm pretty sure that's based on your impression of him.
It's definitely, man. It's spot on, too. Spot everything. Spot on from the lip, everything, dog. You good.